Happy Tuesday. I was not able to play or stream yesterday. I was busy with some stuff, but I'm ready to go ham today. We're in the last final zone. I'm not going to be able to finish today, but within the next couple of days I should be finished. Like the chamber in the Sky Deep Cenote, the electrope here produces a strong golden light, a difference in energy levels, perhaps. The palm trees, it does look a little bit like Las Vegas, oh no. We're on the Las Vegas Strip. I wonder, can the Endless venture elsewhere, or can they only survive here? It's a good question. I genuinely thought that they would like be existing in like a computer server. The plants are real as far as I can tell. Not everything is an illusion. But I guess they all have like simulation bodies. Or something to that effect.
Steen? Are you there? If you are, say something. We need to talk. Steen.
That you should come here.
I haven't known you long, Steen, but I know you have a good heart. Your love for your people is proof of this. I can't let you do what you're trying to do. And deep down, I don't think you want to do it either.
I want a world without suffering. A world where nothing is lost. Would that such a place existed. But the Endless only grow in number, and ever more life forces needed to sustain them. Within the barrier, we have managed to curb the cycle of rebirth these few hundred years. But we've reached the limit. That is why I looked to interdimensional fusion, to harvest what we needed from your world. From your people. And with the key, we will have it.
And once you've plundered our world of ether, what then? Will you do the same to others? All men eventually die. If you make endless of everyone, you will never have enough ether to sustain them. You but prolong the inevitable.
Sveen, if you would nevertheless persist in this folly, we must stand against you. For we too have people we cannot lose. Places to which our hearts belong.
Lamachi, I would have loved nothing more than to work hand in hand with you to tend our nations. But fate is cruel. By the time it had brought us together, Our futures had already been written. The kind and gentle Queen Sphene was too weak to serve her people, and so she will serve them no more. I will erase all memories of the living Sphene, she who has cursed me with this soft and powerless nature. Freed from conscience, I shall become a ruler that can protect Alexandria, a devourer of worlds. When two nations cannot protect their own without doing harm to the other, there can only be one resolution. It is a hard truth, but one you understand, don't you?
This evil is not inevitable. Find another way. Also, good morning, Monkey Bacon.
I'm afraid we're out of time. The process has begun, and it cannot be stopped.
Mesoterminal memory deletion in progress. Mesoterminal memory deletion in progress. Upon completion, interdimensional fusion will commence.
Speed!
Moving day tomorrow? Good luck. It's exciting. What are we to do now, damn it? I felt that I had come to understand Sphene, but I'm still clueless. Utterly clueless. It doesn't seem like we can do much else here. Let's return to the Aetheryte for now. The caretaker Constancy, perhaps he can tell us more about this business of Sphene's going into a slumber. She said she's gonna erase all memories of the living queen. She literally has to remove all of her humanity, all of her identity to even be able to do the horrible things she's about to do. I can just return to the Aetheryte. Starts walking. Hi Catfish, how are you doing today? I'm good. I'm excited to keep playing to finish eventually. This game that we are playing, that I am playing. I know I'm not going to be able to finish today, but within the next couple days, definitely. You're good? That's good. Oh, you're dreading going back to work after 11 days off. Yeah, that's hard. Hopefully they take it easy on you. He's nowhere in sight. Perhaps he has taken other recent arrivals on a tour. Looking for someone, are you? Oh, hold on, let me adjust the microphone. Yes, he was here just earlier, a fellow named Constancy. Wait, what? Hello, everyone. You made it here as I knew you would. Is that who I think it is? It is, it's Kakua. He is so done with everybody now. None other, this is the first time some of you are seeing me in the proverbial flesh, isn't it? Feast your eyes then. She who was controlling that unassuming machine was a ravishing Shatona maiden. That was a bit much, wasn't it? Ignore me. So it was true that you're here means. I tried to tell you so many times, but my courage always failed me. I am indeed an endless, have been for quite a while now. Aaronville. Now you've come to stop Sphene, yes? I can help with that, but I have a request to make. You know how to stop her, then? While there are no guarantees, your coming here makes it a distinct possibility. As my wish is relevant to your mission, will you hear me out? You can decide what to do afterwards. Excellent. To begin, we'll need to head to a different area. See that sentry? I'll have them grant you access to the zip line.
We zip line.
Zip line? What is that? A fun little mode of transport. They don't see much use though, as we Endless can teleport freely within living memory. This particular line will take you to a zone called Canal Town. I'll be waiting for you there. With that endearing pushiness, it could only be Kakua. Let's go. You gonna be alright, man? Canal Town. You don't seem to be... Error, user registration confirmed. I bid you welcome to Canal Town, the resort of romance and relaxation. Please enjoy your stay. Shit, this might actually be like Las Vegas inspired. What a charming place. That's them, the people Sphene strives to protect. Is Namika here? They look happy. So what's this request of yours? I want you to erase us. Erase the Endless. What? I figured it was gonna come to that, but... Look, they got the gondolas. The shops. This is the one... I forgot which one it was called at. But there's the casino with the mall in it that has a canal and a gondolas. Oh, come now, spare me those gloomy faces. Being alive, you're the only ones who can do this, and we won't have a better opportunity than now while Queen Sphene is busy preparing to initiate interdimensional fusion. It is wrong to sacrifice others to sustain the endless, this I firmly believe. But talking to you now, you seem as real as any of us, and if you need an answer right away, I don't know if I can give it. Is there a reason we need to act so soon? Because as you've just said, it's wrong to sacrifice others to sustain us. Remember, we need life force. Other forms of aether don't cut it. In the beginning, we managed with the aether of those who died in the barrier, but as our numbers grew, there began to be a shortage. That's why Queen Sphene looked to other sources. Even the aether I'm composed of may have come from the victims of the attack on Tuliolal. I can't bear that thought, can't bear to exist because someone died. We'd probably feel the same way if we were in your shoes, but what exactly are you asking us to do? In each zone, there is an enormous data storage device called a terminal. That is where our memories are kept. If you shut down a terminal, the memories within will disappear, along with those endless created from them. But does this need to be done now? Can't we stop Sphene first, and then take it from there? It's precisely in order to stop Sphene that it must be done now. If there's no endless, then she has no reason to do what she's doing. Her own memories are stored within the meso terminal, which stands at the heart of living memory. As you would expect, the terminal's defenses are extremely tight, but it has moments of vulnerability, such as when it has just finished calculations, which we can exploit to shut it down from within. While we wait for that opening, we erase the endless. Once we are gone, Sphene will no longer have a reason to plunder aether from other worlds. Would Sphene simply allow us to shut down the terminals? In preparation for fusion, the meso terminal is currently performing massive calculations while gathering energy. Even if the system notices us, it cannot easily suspend the process. Rather than doing so, I believe it will attempt to accelerate the timetable and bridge worlds before the plan can be thwarted. It wouldn't be a decision Sphene would wish to make, but she would be able to save those who are stored in the meso terminal at least. There's sense in your strategy, and in resolving to stop Sphene, we had anticipated that it might come to this, but to actually talk about erasing the endless is difficult. You needn't feel any guilt. No matter how lifelike we may seem, we endless are but facsimiles crafted from memories. Besides, stopping Sphene requires that you shut down the meso terminal, which sustains all of us. Sooner or later, it will need to be done. If we are to be erased, then let it be before more people come to harm. Living, breathing people with futures they deserve to experience. I don't want you to go. There has to be another way. I don't think there is, but... I'm afraid not. We spent years scouring Preservation's records but found nothing. It's truly a bothersome system they've created. While I appreciate the thought, we can't afford to miss this chance. Do this for me, will you? Ah, interesting. We'll do as you ask, then. Thank you for respecting my wish. And as a personal request, while our actions cannot be condoned, I ask that you afford Queen Sphene a measure of understanding. Know that she herself didn't choose to become an endless. It was Preservation that made the choice for her. She is powerless to resist her purpose. What do you mean? The Sphene you know is an ideal that preservation brought to life. Harnessing the love the living Sphene bore for her people, they brought forth an eternal queen whose primary directive is to preserve the endless. But as you know, the endless consume aether. Sphene was compelled to find ways to procure it, and that compulsion has driven her to resort to interdimensional fusion. Are you telling me that the original Sphene wouldn't have chosen this? What the Queen might have done, only she herself would know. But the scientists of preservation have vanished, leaving their created Queen to walk alone. So as you go about your mission, think not that you're stopping a ruthless villain, but rather that you're relieving a troubled soul of her burden. Alright, Kakiwa, we understand now, both your reasoning and your feelings. But before we erase the Endless, I'd like to know them. I'd like to know what she fights tooth and nail for. If we're going to reject someone's beliefs, let it be after we've come to understand them. This is a lesson I learned from the Rite of Succession. I really like you, Uklamat. I realize we're pressed for time, but if it's alright with you, I want to meet as many people as I can. You truly are Gulul Jaja's kitten. While the calculations will take a while still, it should be fine if we do this as we proceed to the terminals. I'm with you. We might not be able to learn everything, but it would nevertheless be meaningful if we could glimpse the hearts of those who inhabit this place before we set them free. I'll leave you to it then. When you finished here, come and find me at the fountain near that big clock tower. Let's split up and find some locals to speak with. And if we put them in our memory, then they'll live on that way, right? The Yokui saying, "It really is a lovely place. You should run along and enjoy it while you can." This is some really nice music. Time to do some hacking? Yeah. And by hacking we mean putting our hammer against the terminal. You there, have you tried the popcorn from that stall? The popcorn parfait? Parfait popcorn? You haven't, you don't know what you're missing. I consider myself something of a gourmand, and believe me when I say the classic salt flavor is amazing. The saltiness is simply exquisite. That's the only way to describe it. Once you have a mouthful, it's impossible to stop until it's all gone. And after you've tried that, I urge you to seek out other stalls. There are lots of them everywhere, offering all manner of delights. For another recommendation off the top of my head, the ice cream over in Vassal Volcane. It's so smooth and rich, and just thinking about it has given me a hankering. That's it, I'm going to go and have some right now. Oh. The Endless seemed to eat the food with relish, but it couldn't be real, could it? Welcome, we have popcorn and cookies by way of snacks and mugs and plushies for the memories. Do y'all have coffee? Chlorfin, coffee? A part of me hopes that my parents are here too, but it's probably too much to ask for. I can imagine that they would not want to be a part of this, but I guess that depends on if there was anybody to go against their wishes. Oh, hello there. Taking in the sights of Canal Town too, are you? Both my wife and I just adore this place. We had become estranged in life, she and I, but being here gave us the chance to reconcile. Oh no. I couldn't be more grateful for the chance to spend these blessed little moments together again. I have no more regrets. Whether Her Majesty's plan succeeds or no, I can rest with peace in my heart. Well, we shall continue on our way, but we hope to see you again. Till next time. So he's saying that he's okay if they don't continue on. He's had his chance. Well, now, I don't believe I've seen you around before. A newcomer, I take it? It's wonderful here. Let me tell you why I just bumped into a dear friend in life and we've been whiling away the hours reminiscing. It might have been more like days, actually. You don't get a sense of the time here. By the way, did you hear the announcement earlier? As much as I love this place, I wonder if Queen Sphene can really sustain us forever. But I suppose there's no use worrying about such things. Anyway, thanks to you, we found a break in our conversation. We'll go and ride the gondola next. So we've got people already questioning if this is even feasible, sustainable, or what. More than just Kakiwa might say, yeah, go ahead and end us. I will not object to your decision, and as my mother says, you needn't feel any guilt. Yet I admit I myself am still conflicted. To have such doubts after coming all this way, it's laughable, isn't it? Dude, that's your mom. Nothing to feel ashamed or sorry for. You've got some of the most investment in this out of all of us. Your ancestors were refugees from Lindblum? What tales they must have. Welcome, welcome. Have a browse and let me know when you're ready to order. You're here on that lady's recommendation as well, I take it. I was told that this plain old salt popcorn was the best thing in the world. I had been wondering what the Endless do for sustenance, so it seemed a good opportunity to learn. Oh, this is your first time eating, is it? The food here is created using aether and memory data. To us, it tastes like the real thing. So how about it? Would you care for some popcorn? Let's give it a try, shall we? That's the spirit. Find a table you like and I'll bring it right out. Unless you worry, there's no charge. All the food is free here. Food created with memory data. How will this taste to the living, I wonder? Well, as they say, there's only one way to find out. That... Oh, the little guy's head looks like an enemy from Final Fantasy IX. Like little flying cat thingy. You sample a handful of popcorn. While it has texture, you can detect no taste whatsoever. Oh. Good gods, it tastes like nothing at all. I mean, it's amazing. I've never had such tasty popcorn. It's not our best seller for nothing. What about you? It's interesting. It's the same reaction we got on Solution 9. It's always special watching newcomers eat for the first time. Just in case you forgot. They're just like the people of Everkeep. Their communal spirit, their delighted smile is exactly the same. Thank you for your custom. Come again anytime. By the way, prior to this, a young man caught my eye near the canal. He appeared to be searching for something and rather frantically. Did you perchance see him too? I did not. No, I must say I'm curious as to what has him so flustered. Could you help me look for the fellow? Why not? My thanks. Let's head to where I saw him. I just realized I forgot my water. Hold on. Hold on 1 minute. 1 second. Be right back. Behold, I am quenched. 'Twould seem he is no longer in the vicinity. Let us keep looking. Whatever it is that troubles him, perhaps we can be of assistance. I cannot claim to know exactly how Endless behaved, but hopefully our man has not gone far. Let us split up to search for him. He is an Eldite with fair hair. Eldite is Elazin. Dude, this is the Las Vegas. I see you over there. Hold on, I'm gonna look up. What Vegas casino has the canals and gondolas? The Venetian. God, strike me down. We reunite again after 100 years, and what should happen? Yes, my apologies, but I am in some haste. If you have something to say, please make it brief. You okay, dude? Your friend noticed that I seemed troubled, so you've been looking for me. What kind souls you are. I've lost something important. The engagement ring intended for my beloved. A lanky, monkey-like fiend stole it from me. After running hither and thither, I managed to locate the beast in yonder square, but I'm uncertain how I should take the ring back. Once I might have considered fighting for it, but given the shortage of Aether, the danger is simply too great. If I were to be struck down and my essence dispersed, I am not like to be remade for a long time. I cannot risk that, not after my beloved has finally been given form again after 100 years. Though it pains me to do so, I shall give up on the ring, but I thank you for your kind concern. What? Wow. Let's get back a ring. A ring-ging-ging-ging-ging. Where are you at? Ew. It's a water monkey. Man, that's cool. What the heck mount is that? You got a Robo Bahamut over here. Oh, 'tis you again. Was there something else? Maybe you'd like a little bit of this. Good heavens, this is the ring. You took it back from that beast. Thank you. Thank you ever so much. I see you've already resolved the situation, CT. You must be the friend who first noticed me. I owe you my gratitude as well. My name is Euclid. I was planning to propose to my beloved with the ring, and thanks to you I can do just that. Well, well, that is cause to rejoice indeed. Did the two of you meet here? No, we were sweethearts in life, but I died young and she only followed me decades later. Even then, our reunion wasn't yet to be, for the aether shortage means not everyone can be recreated. I had to wait until but recently to see her again. A reunion beyond death. Such a thing would be possible here, I suppose. I assume you're newly arrived. While our memories are stored in the terminals, less than 1 in 10 of us has been given form at present. I myself have been reincarnated 3 times now, and each time there seems to be fewer of us. It's fairly a miracle that my beloved and I could meet. I see, given the circumstances, the chances of existing concurrently with an acquaintance would be slim indeed, and slimmer still for a loved one. Truly, that is why I decided to do that which I failed to do in life, ask her for her hand. With her regulator, she was spared the sadness of my death. Even so, she never took another man for the rest of her days. She told me that, although she couldn't remember me afterwards, she could never shake the feeling that someone precious had been a part of her life, the sweet fool. The ring represents a yearning I have long carried, though I know full well it is only a construct, like these bodies of ours. There is a part of me that wonders if this is wrong, not that I expect us to exist forever, even in this form. But to be with the one I love once again and make her happy, however wrong this world may be, I have nothing but gratitude for Queen XIV. Now, if you'll excuse me, I shall go and make that proposal. I've made her wait long enough as it is. This isn't much, but please accept it as a token of my thanks. Tickets? For the gondola, to ensure that order is preserved, we must observe the proper way of doing things even here. It's very much like Queen XIV to make it so, is it not? Take care, my friends, and see to it you have no regrets. Well, I think it's about time we rejoined the others, but what do you say we go by gondola? I expect it won't be possible to do so once the terminal has been shut down. Come then, let us seek a vessel at the pier. We can push off at any time. Mind the gap when you board. Are you in it? Are the people who are selling stuff, providing services, are those Endless also? Do Endless do jobs here in living memory?
Do you remember what I said to you before all this? That life is a series of journeys, that you must be true to yourself, for indeed, there's no telling what awaits. I don't know about you, but I certainly didn't expect to behold such sights. The future is as fluid as the water beneath us, truly. Tell me, my friend, have you ever wished to be reunited with someone who has passed away? I have. I do. But I think, above all else, I wish that they had lived. If only for one more day. Just one more day. A joyous one, if I could choose. I did all that I could to make it happen. I tried everything, and spared nothing. In that manner, I was able to keep some few souls out of harm's way, but so many were beyond my power to save. What would I have done then, had I this? And you? Can you imagine yourself spending eternity here, knowing no loss?
"'Twas nice to chat with you again, my friend. It feels as though it has been some time. Having met Endless like Euclid, I feel like I've come to understand Sphene a little better. Anyone would wish those dear to them a long and happy future, and she bears the burden of this desire for all her subjects. Yet, as Kral said, we too have people we cannot lose. Come, CT, we can get to the fountain via yonder bridge." Yonder bridge! Now that I look at it closely, the clock has no hands on account of there being no need to keep track of time, perhaps. Finished talking to the locals, have you? I'd be keen to hear your impressions. Kral and Erenville are still out and about, it seems. So how was it? What are your impressions of those you met? It was great. Everyone was so happy. Just talking to them made me happy too. What about you, CT? Sweethearts reunited, that's a miracle. While it is a miracle after a fashion, the system strives to make such encounters possible. If you meet someone you know, it's probably not by chance. The terminals hold information on unfulfilled longings and use them to orchestrate reunions like Euclid's. I see that the terminals can do this is impressive indeed, but there is one thing I do not understand. According to Euclid, his beloved passed away decades after he did, yet they appeared to be of like age. Yes, people are not necessarily recreated as they were when they passed away. The appearance of an Endless, I speculate, reflects the happiest period in their life. Is that the case for you then? Not that I can tell how old you are as slowly as your people age. I'm not sure, to be honest. I have so many happy times it's hard to know which one applies. I am insufferably inquisitive. Whether it's nature or technology, I can't help but want to learn more about the world around me. You might say that discovery is what gives me joy. It made me happy in life, and it may have been a blessing afterwards. The other Endless are content with what they have here, you see. They don't develop the urge to leave. But I was so determined to see the world again that I taught myself how to gain control of a vessel and ventured outside. You're a proper rebel. A proper rebel. Well, that's enough about me for now. While we wait for Kryl and Eleneshpia, I have a favor to ask of you. As you may have noticed, most of the fountains here aren't running. That's because despite its shiny appearance, this city is centuries old and everything is dreadfully run down. The fountains apparently used to put on magnificent shows, and I was hoping that we could get them working again. I never got to see the Bellagio fountains. Giving the control units a dose of Aether should be enough to restore the circuits and switch them on, but being an Endless, I'm unable to do that. I realize this is a selfish request, but at the last, I'd like to treat the people here to the display. Just leave it to us. I'd love to see the show myself. Thank you. The control units are built into the surrounding lampposts. If you tend to a few of them each, you'll be done before you know it. Once the fountains are fixed, we can round up Eleneshpia and Kryl and head to the hydro terminal together. So the time is nigh. Come, let us set to it.
We've switched on the circuits like you asked.
Thank you, everyone.
Oh! Amazing!
Wow! Look, Mother! Look!
It is the Bellagio!
It's beautiful.
I've never seen anything like it.
are you? Wuklamat!
By the gods, it's Namika.
Begging your pardon, but I'm looking for a child. A small Shibrali girl. Have you seen her by chance?
You are Namika, aren't you? It's me, Wuklamat. Don't you recognize me?
Oh, what am I to do? The child and I, we aren't related by blood, but she's as dear to me as my own.
It's all right. You found her. I'm here.
You? Could it be?
Yes, Namika. You know these eyes, this voice. It's me, Wuklamat.
Oh! It is you! Oh, how silly of me. But if you're here, then that means...
No. I'm still alive.
Oh, good. Thank the gods for that. But what power has brought us together again? This isn't a dream, is it?
It's not a dream. Or rather, it is a dream come true. I so wanted to hear your voice one more time.
Just look at you, my Wuklamat. Stronger and more assured than I've ever seen. Such hazards you must have braved and hardships endured to come so far.
It was tough, but I made it thanks to my friends. And to you, Namika. I'm the person I am now because you always believed in me. Because you loved me as if I were your own daughter. Thank you. Thank you. You're everything I could have asked for. The best mother.
Ah, I'm so glad. Looking back, I've had a blessed life. And it was because I was a part of yours. When I lost my child to illness, I thought I'd never know happiness again. But it rekindled in my breast the instant you smiled your little smile at me. You became my purpose. My joy.
You're mine too.
to have this chance to speak with you again and leave nothing unsaid. I know not how or why, but I am grateful. So grateful. Where you must go, I cannot follow. But know that I'll always be with you. Take care of yourself. Promise me.
I will. Mama. I will. And one day, we'll meet again. I understand why XIV cannot bear to let them go. But as painful as it is to part, we're meant to live and die. To let go and let others carry on in our stead. We can't cling to everything forever. Come, let's keep moving.
Remembered is an incredibly good name. Is that's not the... Why does it look like it has the... Oh, I forgot what its name is. The something bill. Oh, why did I forget the name of the bird? Man, Remembered is a very good name, though. 10 points to that one. Just to make sure, Kakiwa, you're not going to disappear when we shut this terminal down, right? Not just yet. It's the Arrow terminal in the northwestern zone that holds my memories. You already know how to operate the terminal. It's the same process as the fountain's control. I leave it for you to decide when to shut it down. Doing so will cause the Endless here to fade away, together with this beautiful scenery. If you still wish to speak with people or see the sights, you'll want to do that first. Oh, wow.
Sleep tight, everyone.
Man. This hurts. I'd be lying if I said otherwise. But the only way now is forward. Don't torment yourself so. I ask this of you, so the burden lies with me. And remember, we Endless are but facsimiles crafted from memories. You needn't feel guilt for erasing us. Be that as it may, it's so hard to say goodbye. It is. Nonetheless, it's our duty as the living to know and remember them. So let's pull ourselves together and keep at it, keep seeking them out. I'd appreciate that. Come, let's head to the next zone. You got a you got a Twitch notification that you got a Choco mount or something. Yeah, that's because you've been watching my stream. I have the drop rewards on, so if you played the game, you would have gotten the mount. Yesterland, it's called, and another zip line at the Gate of Remembrance will take you there. Yesterland. Oh, but I ought to mention, while shutting down a terminal should erase the Endless bound to it, those with strong unresolved feelings may linger for a time. If you encounter such individuals, perhaps you could lend them an ear, for their hopes are proof that they once lived. Is that how you're going to justify side quests? Oh, yep. That'll be an Aether Current side quest. Alright, where are we going next? Yesterland sounds like the opposite of Tomorrowland. I mean, it is the opposite of Tomorrowland. What am I saying? It is unequivocally the opposite of Tomorrowland. Let's see if we're going to Disneyland next. Although, some of these things are still in Vegas. System reboot complete. Error. User registration confirmed. I bid you welcome to Yesterland, where the dreams of children and inner children alike come true. Please enjoy your stay. Look, they got the monorail. The Ferris wheels. The bigger Ferris wheel, so you know that that's Las Vegas. Amazing. Is this also a recreation of an actual place? Yes, it is called Disneyland. After a fashion, Yesterland is themed upon a period of peace before the storm surge had engulfed the world in conflict. Oh, it does. It looks like the Alexandria from FF9 a little bit, doesn't it? The style of the houses. It was a golden age for Alexandria, and they've captured it here in the form of an amusement park. Well, now another large-scale attraction. Tell me I'm not the only one who's excited. I'm not ashamed to admit I'm excited as well, and I imagine this is how we're intended to feel. On the far side of Yesterland is a castle. That's where the terminal is located, in the basement. I'll go on ahead and wait for you there. Take what time you need to get acquainted with the locals. Have fun now. So that is either, or it is both, the Disneyland castle. But Las Vegas also has a castle-themed casino, where they have the tournament. What is it? Is it Tournament of Kings? It's the medieval times kind of thing. Like before, we'll speak with the Endless. We'll learn what's dear to them before doing what we must. Right, let's start by exploring and get our bearings. Ooh, look at this. Ooh. Ooh. Cool. Wait, why is this? You got a witch hat. Are you the blue fairy? The green fairy? The dark green fairy? The beautiful artwork on the ground depicts a swirl of stars. Perhaps such a sight was once visible in the Alexandria night sky. Endless boy sounds like a lost boy. Oh, hello there, mister. We're just talking about Sir Otis. Do you know him? We do. He's a bit odd and doesn't get jokes, but he's really strong and can vanquish fiends in a flash. He's probably out there fighting right now. When I grow up, I want to be strong like him. Ooh! I think those might have been in 9 also. An old-fashioned house. Appearing to be a domicile, this building resembles those that lie submerged in heritage found. The windows are composed of a colorful array of stained glass. The Sir Otis the children spoke of calls to mind another Otis. It might be worth seeking the man out to confirm his identity. I mean, does he exist here? I was under the impression that he couldn't become an endless. Yeah, I didn't think he could become an endless if he died because he was... I don't know. Maybe? He couldn't be resurrected with his mechanical body, but maybe he was still... could be uploaded into the memory cloud? A man is engaged in battle with fiends. He may need a helping hand. I'll save you, good Sir Knight.
I know not who you are, but my thanks for your timely aid.
Your bait's so strong!
That was amazing, Otis! And you too, mister!
Ha ha ha! Fiends such as these are naught to be feared.
Well then, dealt with it already, have you?
Be at ease, one and all. So long as I, Sir Otis, live and breathe, no citizen shall come to harm.
Otis? Of all the people, could you really be that Otis?
I'm certain I do not know what you mean by that, Otis. I am who I am, and I should very much like to know.
And that's
who
all
you
that I
are.
am.
You're Sir Otis Villona, Lord Captain of the Royal Knights of Alexandria, yes? We met you while searching for Gululja. You cooked a most delicious repast for us. Fought beside us in Solution 9.
Gululja. Solution 9. I've never heard of such things. These events of which you speak are utterly unknown to me, as are you. I'm quite confident I would recall if we had met before. Could this be? Villainy! You seek to bewilder me for purposes most foul!
His voice actor is so good.
No villainy intended, I swear. Tell me I'm not mad. This is definitely the Otis we know, right?
An earlier version, he won't remember his time as a machine. Yep, I think that's what's happening.
I say! What are you whispering about there? Wait! I've no time for this. I must attend to my preparations for the founding celebration. The children begged and begged that I perform in the marquee play, and I cannot possibly disappoint them.
Dude, if there's I want to be your canary is in here.
I take my leave of you. Good day!
Good day to you, sir.
Founding celebration?
Oh, actually, hold on a second. This is the Chokor Poker mount. It's cute. It's got a ribbon. It's got a little dew on its leaf. Alright. Gods, what a surprise to meet Otis. He might not be the exact same as the one we met in Heritage Found, but still. Thinking back, he mentioned that he was a test subject for soul preservation. That might explain why he's here in this way. In any case, I'd love to talk to him some more. There are some things I need to tell him. Right, let's go after Otis. He's bound to know about the past, about the Alexandria of old, as well as Sphene when she was a living person. The problem is he doesn't seem to be in the mood to talk. Perhaps we can offer to help him with this founding celebration. That might warm him to us. He set off this way, come on! I meant to put on my chocobo, but okay. Oh, it's one of the things that Kakiwa used. Outrunner. Wait! That's what it is. I heard that there's a mount you get for getting all of your classes up to 100. It's called the Outrunner. It's that thing. Oh! Oh. Yeah, that would be a spoiler if you... oh man, that would be... Man, just like the dog mount is kind of a spoiler. For people starting early, that's kind of a spoiler too, but I don't know. It's also, again, it's like, what's the context of getting the mount? Or the context of the thing in story, not the mount, I mean. Where's you at? Sotis Cromwell? Are you up there? On the rainbow piano? There you are. Found you, sucker. Are you harmed, or are you unharmed? The latter, methinks. To which your highness replies with a winsome smile. I am, thanks to you, my dearest Otist. This is Hildebrand looking ass dude. You again? Shall I play the part of the queen? I appreciate the offer, but there is no need. The script is my own work, you see, and I know Princess Sven's lines even better than my own. Oh god. There is, however, a scene with which I struggle. Hey, this looks like fun. Can I join in? You as well? I thought I said that I was busy. You did, but we thought that maybe we could help. You're getting ready for the founding celebration, yes? I am, and if truth be told, we are in dire need of assistance. For this edition of the celebration, there is to be a play about the history of our realm for the children's enjoyment. But with fewer of us being given form, we haven't enough hands to carry out the production. Thus have I been tasked with not only writing the script, but performing as myself besides. Calm down, it's all right. We really are happy to help any way we can. Just tell us what to do. For the same reason the production is short-handed, it has become difficult to gather a crowd. I'd be obliged if you could spread the word of the play to the children in Yesterland. Consider it done. We'll take ourselves around and talk to younglings. Younglings! Splendid! Oh, and to better appeal to them, we have adorable animal costumes for you to wear! Together with your cheeriest bearing, of course. Alright, anything to make the children happy. Let's see, yes, this one should be suitable for you. I wanna be a bamboo doll, I wanna be a mascot. Dumbo! Oh, it's a glamour. I was confused for a moment when you handed me the device. I have something in mind for you as well. Let me know when you are ready and I shall activate it for you. Wooklamat. What's yours going to be, I wonder? Oh, what am I gonna be? 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 Ready are you? Then let us have you don your costume at once. Oh, I'm a rabbit. I'm Rabbit from Winnie the Pooh, except I'm the wrong color. Marvelous! There's not a child that would fail to be delighted. It really does suit you. Oh, look at that! Oh, because I've got the bunny ears. That's why they did that. It's probably not, and that's a coincidence, but I'm gonna say, like, they saw this little Lalafell come in with bunny ears, and like, you put on the bunny costume. Now that you are suitably attired, I pray you go forth and promote our play to the children. Concentrate your efforts here in the vicinity of the air cab station and see that you make it fun. In the meantime, I shall continue my own preparations here. Should your costumes wear off, I shall provide you with another. Oh man, we're timed. You must be wearing the costume provided by Otis in order to progress. You move too far away and you change back. Okay, I got it. Not timed, but... There's one. Oh, look at the bunny with the sphere. You came to the wrong side of town. No, they're rainbow on the bottom side, but they're like regular wood on the top. That's interesting. Are you here to look at Queen Sphene too, Mr. Rabbit? That great big golden statue is exactly what she looks like. That's what my mom told me, and she's a scientist. My mom also told me that the terminal is a tomb. Her Majesty must watch over all of us from there. A play about the realm's founding? I love history. That sounds great. I'll let my mom know so we can go and watch together. Thank you, Mr. Rabbit. Oh, hello there, Mr. Rabbit. What's the matter? Oh, the play, I know about it. They sometimes have performances over at the castle. I've seen it before, so I was going to give it a miss, but if you say it's special this time, then all right, I'll go. You're late. You're late for a very important play. What is happening down there? Is that a fate? You see those little silver muscly guys down there? Alright, listen well, we should interrupt my... Well, who should interrupt my air cab watching but a silly person in a silly little costume? Let me guess, you're here to tell me about the play. Don't bother, I've seen it no less than 50 times already. Otis is going to be performing as himself now. That's a new twist on an old classic. Alright, just for that, I'm willing to see the play again. What are y'all doing out here? They look like the guys from one of the Alexander raids. The Alexander raids! Of course, this is Alexandria! I don't know if they're like actually related or if that's just like something that they're being like hee hee wink wink. I am going to run a quick ad break. I'm gonna get some more water and stuff, and I'll be right back after 3 minutes. Back at it again at Krispy Kreme. Oh ho, a rabbit monster. You shall rue the day you cross paths with this royal knight. There's going to be a play with knights and stuff. Come on, let's go and watch. We can ride the air cab later. Look, it's a rabbit. What is it? Want to play with us, do you? Nah. There's gonna be a play about Queen Svi, and I want to see it. I want to see it. We'll head over to the castle right away. Thanks for telling us. You finished making all rounds? Excellent. I shall take the costume off your hands. Oh, you can if you want to, I guess. Thanks to the two of you promoting the play in my stead, I could memorize the lines to my satisfaction. I am grateful beyond measure. Don't mention it. It was fun meeting endless children. Endless children? What an odd thing to say when we're endless ourselves. It's complicated. I'd explain it to you, but the play's due to start soon, isn't it? Aye, very soon. I must needs make my way to the venue and see to the final preparations. Let's talk later then. We'll be cheering you on from the crowd. By all means, but hold on. What would you say to performing in the play as well? Are you serious? Oh no, definitely not. I've never done anything like that, and I don't think I can learn lines on such short notice. Rest assured it wouldn't be a difficult part. What I have in mind for the two of you is a little sword play, a duel between Alexandrian and Lindblum soldiers. That is certain to please the children and without the need for words. What do you think? Dude. Have at you, Lindblum scun! I love Final Fantasy IX. That keen, are you? Alright, you asked for it. Then it's settled. I shall prepare your costumes for you. You need but engage in a mock fight. While there isn't time for a rehearsal, the little mistakes are all in good entertainment. With that, I shall go and inform the troop members of the changes. Pray make your way to Proto-Alexandria and await further instructions. That's the castle where the terminal is. When we shut it down, Yesterland and the Endless in it will also fade away. So let's give them a show to remember. And we'll remember them too. Them and what it is that they seek to preserve through this celebration. Oh, that one's Angie. Look at him. He's so mad. Oh, he's so mad. I guess we're going up. This summer blue. Oh! These ones are like, ugh. Ah, ah. Some of them are chill, some of them are like, yeah. Some of them have a tummy ache, some of them are mad. That one's glitching out. That one can't get the TV channel signal. Oh, he's coming. Oh, he's coming. Haha, yeah, go back where you came from.
Well, this seems to be the right place. What's on the program, I wonder?
And where are the others, for that matter?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, tonight's performance is a story that takes place long, long ago.
It's the music.
A great conflict rages over precious electrope, and the kingdom of Alexandria has been embroiled in the chaos. When the royal capital comes under siege, the kingdom's valiant knights lay their lives on the line for their beloved Princess Sphene. I bid you keep your handkerchiefs at hand. Now, without further ado...
Yeah!
Yeah! It's a royal knight!
Oh, she looks so good.
I beg your pardon?
What a twist!
Oh, unbelievable.
Are we actually gonna get to do it or no?
Arg! I am killed!
Perfect.
You must flee! All of you! Princess Sphene!
Are you unharmed?
Oh, I am, thanks to you, my dearest Otis. My dearest?
And so, in no small part, due to the valor of the royal knights, the kingdom succeeds in repelling the invaders. But their jubilation proves short-lived. For in mad defiance, the enemy unleashes a forbidden weapon which brings about a terrible calamity. Full many lose their lives. The good Queen Sphene, shining vision of hope, among them. Go to her! You're supposed to go to her! What's happening?
Is it over already? And then, though the people grieved their queen's tragic passing, guided by her legacy of compassion, Oh boy. They, worked hand in hand to overcome an age of hardship, and in time, they built a peaceful and prosperous Alexandria. A new Alexandria.
Pray forgive me. The memories. They had me in a vice grip.
All's well that ends well. I wouldn't dwell on it.
If I may ask, during your improvisation, you spoke of a new Alexandria. And so I'm given to wonder, do you hail from a time after mine own?
We do. And we're living people, not endless.
My word! That I should meet the living in this place. There is another question I dread to speak aloud. A question I couldn't bring myself to pose to newcomers out of fear of the truth. Alexandria. Does it still exist?
It does. It isn't quite the place you knew, but it endures. The descendants of your people walk its streets and live each day to the fullest as proud Alexandrians.
They live. We live. I had failed to protect my queen, but to hear that, it brings me a measure of peace.
You were there too, Otis. That is an incarnation of you.
Of me? That's absurd. But wait, something comes back to me. When they were researching a means to resurrect Her Majesty, memory preservation or some such, I volunteered to be a test subject. No. It is a fog I cannot pierce. But pray, tell me, this incarnation of myself, what was he like?
He was a brave soul who protected his queen to the last.
That's not all. He was a father in all but name to the new king, Kululja. Whatever you may have failed to do, you're the noblest of souls, Otis. And your deeds, your sacrifice, gave us hope that we sorely needed.
Tis miracle. Verily, there can be no other way to describe it.
It is. It really is. We bear the legacy of your other self, and we'd be glad to bear yours as well.
My, what comfort you offer! With such dependable souls to take up my shield, I may rest easy indeed. I beg you, watch over our new king. The war changed my queen. To her final moment, grief darkened her gentle countenance. I've not the honor of knowing Galul Jar, but I pray that for all his days, he shall have cause to smile.
We'll see to it he does, Otis. I swear.
Somebody is doing yard work weeding, so I will be kind of muted except for dialogue. Well, we're here. Are you having doubts? No, I'll do what I came to do. It's just the fonder you are of someone, the harder it is to say farewell. If you're ready, CT, then I am too. Alright, let me just say a word about those we met here.
That night, he was the one who looked after Galulja. And now you follow in his footsteps.
And those of others as well. We've come to know how much Sven's people loved her, how much they yearned for peace. All of this we'll carry with us.
I see.
The plants being real, juxtaposed with like all the black stone and missing people is really something. It's a really cool image. It's like waking up from a sweet dream to bitter reality. But I'll never forget my time with the Endless, or the pain I feel now. We're more than memories stored in machines. So long as someone remembers us and carries on our legacy, we'll never truly fade away. So far, there appears to be no change with the Meso Terminal. So let's take the opportunity to visit another zone, Asal Volcane in the northeast. The place with the volcano, eh? And I suppose we're using the zip line again. You know it. Like before, I'll take care of the guard at the Gate of Remembrance. Come, let's head back. I'm taller. Error, download complete. User registration confirmed. Dauntless adventurers, I bid you welcome to Exile Volcane, the sanctuary of the strong. Fight with courage and honor that your legend may resound forevermore in the arena of valor. Okay, the volcano's definitely Las Vegas. Flamenco de Chocobo. It's only an illusion. It's only an illusion. What's this now? Don't tell me you're afraid of the lava. Not on your life. It isn't even real, is it? Oh, definitely not, but don't take my word for it. Jump in and see for yourself. No need, I believe you. That there is the terminal. You can get to it via the caverns that run through the volcano. I'll go on ahead and wait for you. Take care around the wildlife now. Hey, Aaronville? I'll explore alone. You needn't worry. I'll give the wildlife a wide berth. I'll give you a wide berth. Poor Aaronville, he's still coming to terms with it. You can hardly blame him. Let's leave him alone for now. Come on, let's get moving ourselves. Looks like we have two paths to choose from. I thought I saw Kakiwa heading left, though. Well, that would seem to be a detour. I must say I'm rather curious about that round building. Well, I'm always up for the scenic route. Let's follow after Kakiwa and see what the building's about. Well now, look who came this way too, great minds as they say. This appears to be a fighting arena. Is it also a recreation of an actual place? In all likelihood, while I don't know the details, I understand such facilities were once common across the land. Though it's closed at the moment, even Solution 9 has the Arcadian. It may well be a legacy of the past. Anyway, it seems the next match is about to begin. As I've already spectated my fill, I will move on, but you ought to head inside for a look. Are you not entertained? To all a foul! Oh, I love this song. Steiner's theme.
That rather resembles Arcanima, wouldn't you agree?
Indeed. While similar arts could have developed independently across reflections, this verges on being identical.
Is something wrong?
What?
Do we know each other from somewhere?
Come on, dear!
Oh, I'm sorry, but I must be going.
Wait, please!
You're new here, I gather. It may seem strange at first, but give it time. You'll grow accustomed to it soon enough.
No, I'm not. Rather, I'm, Oh, what can I say? Of course. This earring. Do you recognize it?
Impossible.
My name is Kryl. When I was a baby, I was taken from this world to another, where I grew up without knowledge of my past. I know not how much time has passed for you, and, things may not be as you expect them to be, but I'm here now. I found my way back. This earring, it contained a code with which I was able to reopen the gate. And I did, and I'm here. And...
Could it be as she claims?
She's not lying. I can tell. There is no mistaking the earring. Oh. How you've grown, my darling daughter.
It has been 20 years.
Yes, names. I'm Robor, and this is Alila, your mother. Doubtless, we have a mountain of questions for each other, but perhaps we can take this somewhere quieter? The Heatwells, for instance. There's a spot there where we can relax and chat.
Dang. Could it be that the system orchestrated this reunion as well? Forgive me, this is all so much to take in. I'm struggling to collect my thoughts. Oh yeah, that's the thing. It's not coincidence, it's the system. Alright, I feel a little calmer now. I thought myself prepared for the possibility, but to actually come face to face with my parents was overwhelming. And having been parted from them as an infant, I'm not sure how to behave. Take your time. After everything that has happened, you deserve to do so. You have many things to say to one another. Now you can say them. Indeed, this is a meeting to be cherished. Just do what comes natural, eh? Thanks you, everyone. I'll make the most of our time together. I think even if it is the system like orchestrating these reunions, I don't think that makes it any less magical. I don't know, because somebody designed the system to do that. To like make the people who care about each other find each other again. Like somebody said, I wanted to do this. This is the life. Can I do that? There's a... I think there's something like that, right? A float? Yeah, here it is. Oh, can I not do it here? Is it too shallow to do it here? Fine, whatever. Whatever, I didn't even want to relax on my back in the pool. It's such a strange feeling to be reunited with you beyond death. Your companions, what are they called? Oh dear, I'd completely forgotten to introduce them. Over here is Wuklamat, Vow of Resolve of Tuliolal. Beside her is Grahatia, my colleague in the Students of Baldesian. And this is CT, an adventurer, though that hardly does him justice. He is the most dependable of friends to whom I owe my life. My word, we clearly have a great deal of thanks to give, don't we, dear? Oh, yes, we do. Our heartfelt gratitude to you all. Not the smoothest of beginnings, is it? Wow! If only we had some Shibruk abilities the way, am I right? Wait, that's not a bad idea. Oh yeah, let's just do a reunion dinner. Hey, are you hungry? We could bring you something to eat if you like. Oh, thank you, but we're fine. You know it's quite hot here by the springs. Something cold would be lovely. Oh, ice cream time. Understood, we'll fetch you all treats that'll help you cool off. I wouldn't want to be a bother, but... Oh, that's the wingman. She's so good. Think nothing of it. This is what friends are for. Thank you. We shall look forward to the cool treats. That was well conceived, Wooklamat. Just putting what I learned in Yaktel to use. If I had to mention a potential problem, however, it is that food here tastes like nothing to the living. Seriously? I had no idea. Still, it appears to be perfectly enjoyable for the Endless. In going along with the idea, Kryl likely understands this. It may not instantly break the ice, but I'm hopeful that it will help to thaw it. So shall we split up and look for what Alayla requested? Something cold, ironically. This is supposed to be a special moment, so I say we go with the best treat there is, one that'll leave an impression. The locals ought to be able to recommend something. If you wanted to ask people near the Aetheryte CT, Grahati and I will do the same elsewhere. May not help you break the ice, but it might help you break the ice cream. Alright, you Mr. Indecisive Man. What you got? What snack to have today? You want a recommendation for something tasty and cold? This stall doesn't have that sort of thing, I'm afraid. But speaking of something cold, I could use a nice drink with my snack. I think I'll get a coffee. Actually, a tea might be better, or maybe even a lemonade. But I can't go past a beer. Yes, let's make it a white beer today.
A cold treat that will leave an impression? That's a difficult one. South Volcano is home to fighters, so the food here is mostly the hearty and filling kind. Alright, there's a popular stall to the southwest that might just have what you're after. Why don't you go and take a look?
Florida, man! Florida, man. Hi, Ketchup. How are you doing? We found Florida, man. After a long hot soak like that, I'm going to need a Gold Star ice cream. What? You don't know Gold Star ice cream? It's only the most popular treat here in South Volcano. While it's a little tricky to tuck into, you can't come here and not try it. There's a stall just to the southwest, so you have no excuses. The stall to the southwest. Oh my goodness. How much longer do I have? I have about an hour left before I need to get going. That's the thing, I know it's one area left, I know there's one dungeon left, I know there's one trial left, but there is a lot of story in this one section. Pretty good, internet has been out most of the day. Oh no, but I assume it's back now? So you're here too. Everyone I spoke with recommended Gold Star ice cream. Those colorful balls stacked on top of each other, that'd be the ice cream, I take it. I can see the appeal, but it's going to be hard to deliver it intact. We need the 3 servings, so let's get Graha to help carry one. You're talking to a transportation expert. You mean you can do it alone? Well, there do seem to be vessels for carrying through. Are you sure about this? Sure, why not? Safer in your hands than mine. I'll go and tell Graha everything's taken care of. See you back at the springs! You're on mobile. Oh. Oh, look at that. Gold star ice cream. How do you eat that without it all just falling, plopping all over on the floor? I mean, it's not real food, so that's probably why, but also. Hello there, would you care for our famous gold star ice cream? All right, 3 servings coming right up if you're done, but also be careful, it doesn't collapse. Good luck and enjoy. Deliver the ice cream to Kryl before the time runs out. You will have 2 minutes and 5 seconds to complete the text. If you fail, return to the location. Oh, look! I got you an ice cream. What, do you want some? Oh, it's so cute. He's skipping along his little way. Would you want an ice cream? Lieutenant Kryl, ice cream! Goodness me, what an amazing looking treat. Thank you so much, CT.
Never did we imagine that such a reward awaited us. Isn't that so, Robor?
Yes.
Oh, don't mind your father. Like me, he's still getting used to seeing you all grown up.
This is just excruciating.
Yes, well, a 20-year blank is not so quickly filled.
Even so, there's got to be something we can do.
You know, I think I might have an idea.
Oh, it's the clown music. Is the clown music what you would call penis music?
Raha?
Dear God, boy.
What is he doing?
Oh, the penis music was not the thing to say at that time. No, not in public.
Oh, you needn't force yourself.
It doesn't taste of anything to the living, surely.
No, it's delicious. I mean it. I've never tasted anything so good.
It really does taste so much better when we're all together.
Yes, indeed.
suddenly craving dessert. How about you?
Truly, we've never felt so happy in all our lives. We don't know how to thank you. But at the very least, we can give you some answers. You've risked so much and come so far from them after all.
Tis our understanding you are researching a power called interdimensional fusion. Will you tell us about it?
To begin at the very beginning, there is a legend passed down by our people, the Milala. In the distant past, we abided in a different world. Our homeland was a paradise of eternal summer. The flowers were always in bloom. Until, that is, the great calamity turned the very seas to ice. As those around them froze to death, our ancestors looked to a mighty relic for salvation. By its power, they opened a portal and used it to flee to another reality.
Are you kidding? They're already been shard hopping? Not even from Alexandria Shard?
The key is none other than that relic, and it has been in the safekeeping of our people since time immemorial.
Yes. When lightning threatened this world, we attempted to use the key to flee again, like our ancestors once did. Alas, no matter what we tried, we couldn't invoke its power. We had all but given up when Preservation approached us with an offer of partnership. Desperate as we were, we accepted their help, only to later discover their ulterior motive: to plunder other worlds of ether. Seeking to frustrate their plans, we defected from the Order, and as their agents closed in on us, we seized control of the prototype gate and activated it.
What followed you already know. We sent our daughter and the key through the portal, entrusting them to the men we encountered. You were born with an unusual gift, you see. Upon learning of it, Preservation sought to subject you to experiments.
An unusual gift. The Echo, I dare say.
Our people, the Milala. Are there any ways I might learn more about them?
There are, such as visiting the cavern inside the volcano. Our ancient homeland has been recreated there. While it's intended to serve as an entertaining diversion, it ought to teach you a thing or two about our history and traditions.
May we go there? Selfish though it may be, I should love to learn of my ancestors. Of them. And of the legacy my parents entrusted to me.
Sure, by all means. As it happens, it's on the way to our destination.
You love experiments? Do you like being experimented on? What's your favorite kind of experiment for a mad scientist to do on you? I like it when they combine me with another animal and ruin my quality of life. Siti Raha Lamati. With your help, I was able to not only bond with my parents, but know the joy of sharing a meal with them besides. For that and so much else, I thank you. As my parents told us, the cavern inside the volcano is a place for learning about the Malala's ancient homeland. But I'm hoping it will yield other information as well, namely information on preservation. Preservation, the scientists who were researching interdimensional fusion. And prior to that, created the Endless. As living memory is likely also their creation, I expect they would carefully curate any details concerning themselves, but I wish to keep an eye out nonetheless. I'm all for it, of course. Seeing as the key once belonged to the Malala, it couldn't hurt to learn about them. Right then, let's head inside. Steps of the Speaker. The Malala 1, the Malala 2, the Malala 3, the Malala 4. And coming this summer, Malala 5, starring Mike Myers, Cameron Diaz, and Eddie Murphy. I just saw a thing about a Shrek 5. I'm like, why? First of all, weren't there a lot more than just... Haven't there been more movies? Shouldn't they be past 5 already? Anyways, I'm gonna take a 3-minute break. I'll be right back so we can learn more about the peoples. They recreated our ancient civilization under the ground. It looks like dog shit. I'm surveilling. That's a good point. What the Shrek? I agree. What the Shrek? Quite a mystical atmosphere here. Is this what the Malala homeland was like? Looks like dog shit. Ding ding, correct. What's going on? The ancient home of the Malala people is recreated here in exacting detail. Thanks to the marvel of Electrope, the scale alone has been adjusted in order to accommodate folk of all proportions. But I have neglected to introduce myself. I am the guide for this facility, the Steps of the Speaker. It shall be my pleasure to assist you as you embark upon your educational journey. I'm gonna call you Gary. There's even a guide, how considerate. Alright then, as we wander around, if there's something we do not understand, we'll be certain to ask you. Incorrect. You've already failed. Visits to our facility take the form of a quiz tour, so the correct answer is follow the instructions of your guide. That's yours truly. Sounds like a pain in the ass. I'm sure it will be both enlightening and entertaining. Let's have them guide us. If I do not guide you, what purpose do I have? What is my reason for being? Very good, madam. I have registered the 4 of you as visitors. Please proceed through yonder chamber to the chamber beyond. Yonder chamber to the chamber. Passageway to the chamber beyond. Go that way. Look at those hips. That is a feminine robot. Who made the robots? I have a question for them. In the distant past, the Malala abided in peace upon isles of eternal summer. Winter never visited that bountiful land, and the flowers ever bloomed in all the colors of the rainbow. But such idyllic days did not last, for just when it seemed the westerly wind had turned cold, the sea suddenly froze over. From the fish in the water to the birds in the sky, all of the animals soon perished. This unnatural weather continued with seemingly no end, and one by one the Malala fell until the death toll was beyond counting. Those who lived still could do naught but pray as they huddled together for precious warmth. Not even gonna have us read the information plaques? That's messed up, Gary. The Malala are the keepers of a mighty relic passed down through the ages. While it has the appearance of a crystal, by whose hand it was wrought is unknown. When a great calamity froze their isles, the speaker, their spiritual leader, fervently prayed to the relic for salvation. In answer to their prayers, the relic opened for them a golden path, one that shone like the light of dawn, and through it they fled unto a new land. Since ancient times, the Malala have excelled in calculations. By using formulae and figures to represent all natural phenomena, they had succeeded in devising a unique system of magic. This gift proved invaluable in their new homeland, where they employed their calculations to etch arcane circuits upon the ore, which later came to be known as Electrope. Through this ingenious technique, Electrope was transformed into a tool that could not only store lightning, but convert it into energy of any element. Oh man, so this world originally did not have Malala. And if they never got them, they would have been fucked. Esteemed for their excellence in the study of Electrope, the Malala were favored by the rulers of many a nation. Some among them have attempted to invoke the power of their ancient relic to return to their homeland, but their efforts were to no avail. Never again has the golden path opened that allowed their ancestors to flee to safety. Eventually, the relic came to be forgotten, and some now question whether it ever actually existed. Why does this look familiar? Anything to read here or no? Okay, cool. If I may have your attention, You stand within a shrine of the Malala, a migrant people who roamed until they found new lands to call their own. According to folklore, they originally hailed from a paradise of eternal summer. Alas, they had no choice but to abandon it when a great calamity froze the very seas. The speaker, their spiritual leader, guided them to safety, and she is enshrined here with the sacred relic she wielded. In this place, they performed rituals dedicated to the dream that one day they might return to their ancestral home. A sacred relic, that must be the key used to initiate interdimensional fusion. Interdimensional fusion? If such a wondrous power existed, I can only imagine what great feats it could be used to achieve. We could kill everybody. Now then, it's time for a history quiz. Here we go. There are 4 braziers in this room, each of which is accompanied by a panel bearing a statement. If you believe a statement is true, then you must light its brazier by operating the panel symbol. Yes, without further ado, please nominate... CT, go on and take a look at the panels, my friend. Long ago, our people dwelled on islands where the flowers ever bloom. That is true. That is true. Speaker opened a portal, however she alone had. That is not true. The speaker got to go too. We Malala not only transformed Electrope into America, but excelled in many a nation. Ascertain its veracity. Yeah, I did the assignment. I read the homework. Nope, that's not true. Yeah. You have answered correctly and on your very first attempt besides. Amazing. Great work, CT. I knew you could do it. Taken at face value, the information here would suggest that the Malala had simply migrated from a distant land. But we know better. We are aware of the existence of shard worlds, umbral calamities, and interdimensional fusion. For an event that froze the seas, the 5th umbral calamity comes to mind, that which ushered in the age of endless frost. And legend holds that during that age, the entire population of the South Sea Isles vanished overnight. The art of Arcanima, too, traces its roots to the calculations of the South Sea Islanders. While we cannot outright conclude that these people were the Malala, there were at least enough points of similarity to support the theory. If you have mused to your satisfaction, let us move to the next chamber. Another quiz awaits. Wait, would that mean that they were originally from the source? How many of these quizzes are there? So were they originally from the source and they traveled to another shard? And then they sent, and one of them, and some of them got to send their child back to the source? What is happening? Pineapple? Pineapple? Why are you a pineapple? You're not a pineapple. How could you be a pineapple? Hello. We have come to the most enigmatic location in the museum. While it is known as the Speaker's Rest, everything else remains a mystery. No one knows what purpose it served, not even the Malala themselves. That's rather curious. Isn't it, though? Some have suggested that this place is purely the creation of the facility's designer, that it didn't actually exist in the Malala homeland. It's generally believed, however, that the adornments upon the wall are masks that represent the emotions of men. Wouldn't it be funny if we, like a future expansion, we do go to those South Islands and then see stuff that is exactly like this? The masks are what the ancients had. And that brings us to the final quiz. The question is simple. How many types of masks are there? It's the last one already? Something tells me it's not going to be as simple as it sounds. Please take all the time you require. I shall be here when you are ready with the answer. What is that? Is this a trick question? Types of masks. So there's... Ugh, don't fall off. Don't fall off! These are all identical right here. Masks representing emotions. This is just a thought, but if emotions and memories are intrinsically bound, could they be the Malala's way of expressing the different faces of living memory? What does that mean? I keep on losing track. I might have to borrow a brush from Kryle. 3. The answer is 3, I think. What do you mean 3? Why is it 3? 1, 2, 3. But there's more up there. What's that? What's this? What's that in the other one? Girl, what are you talking about? I'm gonna be so mad if you're right. Just spitballing. That's incorrect. I'm afraid. Try counting again, or just go with your heart. You're wrong, Graha. You're wrong. You're wrong. How? Seriously, I thought it was 6. I also believe it's 4. Is it because of the 4 terminals? You said 3. Shut up. And the correct answer is... 4. Congratulations to the 3 of you. Where the hells did I mess up? And that concludes the quiz tour for the steps of the speaker. I thank you for your visit today and eagerly look forward to your next. I'm as lost as you, Lamont. I just know how to listen to others.
Finished at last. Gods, I'm exhausted.
If the legend is true, the Malala were refugees from the source.
Hell yeah!
But what is this relic of theirs that can bridge worlds? Who made it? And to what end?
What the? Was it Asians? Was it something else? Is this set up for more expansions later?
Much about the key remains shrouded in mystery. By augmenting it with electrope, Preservation did succeed in opening a portal. Yet they could never grasp how they had managed to do so, much less the underlying principles of the technology. To this day, not a single person understands the mechanics of interdimensional fusion, let alone who imbued the key with its power, when they did so, or why. But remember this. The key is a tool, and like all tools, in and of itself, it is a force for neither good nor evil. Once taken in hand, however, its capacity for both is made plain. In delivering one man, it may doom another, making a lie of its bearer's every good intention.
As did Preservation, Queen Sveen seeks to wield the key in the name of those she loves. And in so doing, makes her people party to the destruction of countless souls. We have told you all we can. To be able to share this with you at the last, it feels as though we fulfilled our purpose.
You've come to shut down the terminal.
Yes, we have. But perhaps there's another way, one that doesn't require the terminal's deactivation.
For the longest time, we've sought a means to erase ourselves before our knowledge could be used for ill. And in you, we have found it. So press on. Press on, and don't look back.
I will. May I ask you one last question?
Of course, my dear.
The earring. Why did you leave it with me?
Because, Kryl, we wanted to see you again. This may seem self-serving, but we wanted to leave a trace of ourselves with you. A hint to guide you to us, so that we could live in hope.
We've dreamed of this day for so long, but now that it's become reality, we wonder if we deserve to enjoy it. We wanted naught but the best for you, yet we've always wondered how much you might have suffered in our absence.
Do not torment yourselves so. As fate would have it, you entrusted me to a good man. His name is Galuf, and he raised me as his own. What's more, I've been blessed with the finest comrades anyone could have. It's thanks to you that I am here now, hale and happy. So please, be at peace. Be at peace, Mother.
You already have a beautiful name, but if we might call you by the one we gave you? Maya. Our dearest Maya. We love you more than life itself.
Maya. My name. My name is Maya.
Are you sure about this? You can leave the terminal to us, you know.
No, I must do this. Kryl, Maya, Baldessian must press on. Press on and... Farewell, Mother. Farewell, Father.
Farewell.
I think I'm actually remembering there's a... This is also very Final Fantasy IX, a person discovering where they were originally from, their original name and all of that. If I may confide in you, CT, I've been anxious ever since I chose to accompany you to Tural. I was afraid of what I might discover. Perhaps I'd learn nothing, or worse, that my parents didn't love me. But now I know the truth and I couldn't be happier. I'm glad I took up pictomancy, and I'm glad I mustered up the courage to say that I wanted to join you. Thank you, CT, for trusting me with your life and walking with me all this way. That's all I wanted to say. I'll see this through, rather, we'll see this through together. My apologies for keeping you. Come, let's catch up to the others. Are we going the right way? I think we are. Yep, okay, that'll take us there. Good. Man. And then we're gonna have the Kakiwas in the last terminal, so... Oh, man. There it is. The others have told me all. I'm glad Kryl could bid her parents a proper farewell. Now then, to ask this question for the second to last time. Are you ready to shut down the terminal?
You know how to do it.
I do.
Are you all right, Kryle? I am. I chose to forge on no matter what. Forge ahead. And I've had the courage to do so because of you all. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I must say, the closer we get to the end, the faster time seems to pass us by. Come, let's head to the fourth and final zone. By now you know how to get there, yes? Yes, we do. Excellent. This time I'd like to quickly check on the meso terminal, so I'll meet you at the Gate of Remembrance. Come on, everyone. An explorer's delight. Oh, come on. It's this cactus-butted chocobo again. Okay, so we've had a water... Wait. Wind is the last one. So we had water. Yesterland was earth. We just went to fire, so wind will be next. As far as I can tell, we still have some leeway with the meso terminal. Meaning you can carry on getting to know the Endless in the last zone. Wind's Path Gardens, it's called, and it's breathtakingly beautiful. That's where your memories are stored, yes? That's right, I left it for last so I could guide you for as long as possible. Very thoughtful of me, yes? Oh, a great idea just occurred to me. What might that be? I'll save it for after we've arrived on the other side. See you there. Her great ideas are generally less than great. Hey, Aaronville? As much as I want to grant your mother her wish, I also want to respect yours. When all's said and done, I want you to be happy. I hope you know this. I know. I know. Kakiwa isn't only his mother, she's his mentor as well. That can only make it harder for him to say goodbye. Let's go. For now, we keep doing what we've been doing, seeking out Endless and learning what's dear to them. Error, verification system, initialized user registration, confirmed. Greetings and welcome to Wind's Path Gardens, the sanctuary of exploration and discovery. The marvels of the natural world await you.
If I could have everyone's attention, I know we have pressing business, but I'd like to say a few words. Before I died, I had two wishes. The first was to see who my Eleneshpia would become. I would say that wish has been fulfilled. Indeed, it has. For the boy who once shunned company has returned a somewhat sociable man, surrounded by wonderful friends. As his mother and mentor both, I couldn't be more proud. As for my second wish, that was to see all manner of nature that I had never seen before. I hoped to explore every corner of the world and there find thriving life. But I didn't even get to see all of Tural, did I? Never enough hours in a day, or days in a year, or years in a life.
Kapiwa.
Oh, don't give me that look. Though, admittedly, I did go and spoil the mood. Apologies. What I was so poorly trying to work up to asking was this. I want you to help me fulfill my second wish. I have a good feeling about this place. There is so much here I've never seen before, I just know it.
We'd love to see it with you.
I thought you might say that. Thank you. Windspath Gardens is home to a collection of flora and fauna that once thrived on the continent. Like the rest of living memory, I haven't explored it in earnest. Controlling my vessel demanded all of my attention. But at long last, I'll get to meet the creatures here. Wrap things up with a perfect little adventure. So, shall we?
Absolutely not. We're to grant you your wish, and then what? You leave? You cannot ask that of me.
Oh, Ellen Neshpir. Please understand. I just wanted to end on a happy note. Not only for myself, but for all of us. Better that than a sad goodbye, surely.
This part is sad. Yeah, catch up. This is the heartstrings pulling part. Then with your consent, let's begin our adventure. Naturally, while we go about this, feel free to continue befriending Endless, and be sure to absorb the delightful scenery. So I'm guessing she got an outrunner in here and then managed to take, like, bring the outrunner to the corporeal side of Alexandria. Or Everkeep. This particular garden is called Blooms of Discovery. Beautiful, isn't it? This reminds me of like the garden area on the moon. It's absolutely stunning, and they are all actual plants. They are indeed. These specimens were brought here hundreds of years ago for conservation, as the calamity had pushed them to the brink of extinction. So this zone is like a great conservatory. Precisely, my dear Kryle. Here you'll find flora and fauna the likes of which no longer exist elsewhere. Doesn't the thought just set your heart aflutter? I suppose. I expect that some creatures I encountered outside of Tyrol may have cousins in this world. While I'm no expert on life in the reflections, it would make for an interesting study to compare them. Now there's an idea. Leave it to my pupil to think up such. Here we have not only a world's traversing adventurer and a veteran gleaner, but a pair of Charlayan's finest scholars besides. And Wiglamott's here too. It's a veritable gathering of inquisitiveness, and I'm thrilled to be part of it. I'm gonna play just a little bit longer. I'm 14 maxing. To begin with, I'd like you to scout out the vicinity and report back with any points of note. This would be a good opportunity to speak with the locals. They're bound to be familiar with the area after all. As Eleneshpia suggested, it would be interesting to compare the creatures here with those native to the source. I never ventured outside of Tyrol, so I look forward to your insights. There's a wind sprite over there. Just leave it to us. I've only ever been to Charlayan myself, but I'd like to think I know interesting when I see it. Timberman. I'll leave a little dirt under my pillow for the Timberman when he comes to town. Oh, hello there. What am I doing, you ask? Look up the trunk. Look up at the trunk. See the plants within capsules? There are species that either can't survive in Wind's Path Gardens or would become invasive and disrupt the ecosystem. The capsules recreate the conditions they require, from tropical to frigid climes, while keeping them isolated. In this way, any and all plant life can be preserved forever, just like ourselves. Like in here? I guess that's what's meant to be happening, although they didn't really animate it. There's scorpions. Fate discovered, that's where the scorpions are. You see a creature wandering about that resembles the tree ants native to the Twelveswood. There's a lot of them up there. The flower garden appears to be meticulously maintained, if not by endless, then by machines. Did you know that even the water here is created using electrope? The initial product is too pure though, and adjustments have to be made so the composition resembles what's found in the natural environment. That's just one of the many things they do to create the ideal conditions for these plants to thrive. I don't know what's become of the world outside the barrier, but I should like to visit a lovely spot such as this in real life. Speaking of lovely spots, have you been to the top of this lookout here? It's a great vantage point, and there's even a food stall in case you're hungry. My ancestors aren't actually Alexandrian, but hailed from a place called Conde Petit. That's also a place in FF9. They had some unique customs there. For instance, when greeting someone, you had to say "Lally ho" in a spirited manner. Our settlement was also famous for a gigantic tree that grew nearby. It was so enormous that when you stood at its base, the roots covering the ground went beyond the horizon. The Aoife tree! The terminal here at Windspath Garden is apparently inspired by that very tree, the Aoife tree, its name was. It may not be real, but it's nice to have it as a memento for posterity. What in the... While the arboretums of Charlian imitate natural environs, this place has the feel of an exhibit. In that sense, the word gardens does suit it well. There was a beast I had never seen before. Well... Welcome back, CT. Kryl has just delivered to me a most fascinating report. You have some engaging impressions to share too, I hope. Well, that is all very interesting indeed, but I must say I am most fascinated by the ambulating trees. While there are similar creatures in Urkopacha, could you tell me more about these tree ants as you know them? They like to hurl acorns at you, exploding ones. I think it's... There are various subspecies such as those with red leaves or a gnarled look. Is that so? Though it makes sense they would adapt to their environment in that fashion. I imagine they need careful management to flourish, such as having specific varieties of trees around them. The management of ecosystems, that calls to mind Labyrinthos, does it not? It does. That it does. I just said that. Lest you wonder, Labyrinthos is a storage facility deep beneath Charlian that contains the recreation of a temperate climate zone. Such a place exists? Amazing. By the by, did anyone else catch sight of a large scalekin? I don't think I did, unless you're talking about the scorpions. A large scalekin, you say? What does it look like? Nothing I've seen before, but it has a rodent-like form and walks on all fours. It looks like a rodent. Wouldn't that make it a beast, Ken? No, it's covered in scales, ones that appear to mimic succulent plants. By that, I would definitely classify it as a scalekin. Well, it's hard to say for certain without seeing it. Why don't you show me? Very well, it was in a flower field earlier and should still be near. Let's head over there then. When we find it, we'll see who's right. The two of you should come along too and lend us your opinions. Go on ahead, CT. I'll let the others know and then join you. That's Shaman. That's from Pokemon. You spot a beast resembling the XIV you encountered in the first. I do not remember it. That's the one there. I see. At a glance it certainly has the look of both Scalekin and Beastkin. Let's examine it more closely, shall we? Tell me your observations. It has a pointy snout. It's covered in plant-like scales. That was also the first thing I noticed. I dare say those scales are for hiding in foliage. Oh, it's cute. Having studied it, I believe that the scales upon its back are in fact a unique form of hide. Rather than being shed, it grows with the creature. You may be right. If we consider that along with its other characteristics, such as its face and hands, it's more likely to be a beastkin, like you said. A physical examination would be needed to confirm this beyond doubt, but I'm satisfied simply to have seen it. It seems you alone were familiar with this species. Where did you encounter it? The fairy kingdom of the first. CT has been to the very edge of existence. He has seen life that others could only imagine. Amazing! Creation truly holds no end of mysteries. Oh, how I'd love to see them all, the life beyond the bounds of our star and plane both. Looks like we're having fun. Hearing about the unknown never fails to rouse me. I felt the same way when Kettenram and Galuf treated me to tales of their travels. You've met my grandfather, too. Oh, didn't I already mention it? It was when Galuf came to Tural to investigate the Golden City. I happened to have business with Gulul Jaja, so we met in Tuliolal. Little did I know that the tiny babe he was cradling would return as you. To think that our paths had already crossed all these years ago. Not only yours and mine either. Eleneshpia was there too, you know. I don't remember. It's quite fine if you don't. Embarrassed. It was actually because Galuf told me about Charlian that I later urged Eleneshpia to take up gleaning. My fussy Bunbun was growing up dour and withdrawn, and it was when I was at my wit's end that I recalled your grandfather's story about gleaners. Seeing the world through their adventures would inspire a change for the better, I believed. I'm sorry I was dour and withdrawn. If you ask me, you still have some work to do, but it's because you're that way that you're with us now, and I, for one, am grateful. Well, let's keep moving, shall we? There's a facility I've been wanting to visit, the Clara Museum of Nature. They're supposed to have creatures that take you on leisure flights. There's just one problem. It seems only 3 people can fly at one time. Then you and Aaronville should go. The rest of us still have plenty of other things we can do here. If there's room for one more, why don't you come with us, CT? All the bunny people's gotta stick together. Then it's settled. The museum is at the bottom of the ramp that runs west of Leonodero. Come on. I think this is about time for us to get to a stopping point. Where is... It's up there. Alright, we're gonna... Excuse me. Well, that was... Alright, so I can get the rusted experience. Let me check if there's anybody streaming right now. I'm gonna pop you guys into a raid. And thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for everything. I hope you all have a good rest of your day. I gotta go get ready to take care of work and stuff, so you guys have a good one. Bye-bye.